Alright, so I have my package here from Filaments.ca that I went on Black Friday sale and bought. And I ended up getting a couple different filaments I'm going to unbox for you here and give you sort of a little preview as to I think there's 5 of them. 5 filaments that I got for about, I think $125 because they gave free shipping. So let me find some scissors and we'll get to this. So they came with a bunch of bags with extra silica in there. That's nice. And then we actually have the filament that I ordered. So let's get into this. Finally reaching into the box, and I'm pulling out here first is EconoFil. So Filaments.ca actually makes their own brand of filament called EconoFil, and figuring out how to open this. Basically, this is sort of the economy stuff. Now, I think I paid $18 Canadian for it, so it's about $15 US. And I ended up going with a green. It's like a nice little Christmas green, and it's actually called green. And what I like about this is that it's 1 kilogram of filament, but they've actually written on the back here that the empty spool is 170 grams. So if you want to weigh this to figure out how much filament you have left, midway through a print or something like that, if you're trying to do a big print, you can actually weigh it and figure out, okay, this is how much is left because I actually know how much the spool weighs. And yeah, so this is really nice. I'm going to be using this as sort of my Christmas green. I saw it on the website. I was like, this looks nice. So I went and bought it for $18. I could not say no. So yeah, so Filament.ca's EconoFil filament. Pop that back in the box. There we go. And we'll see what else I got. Now this is not like an unknown unboxing because I actually remember maybe kind of what I ordered, but yeah, I'm just making a surprise. So we're on to filament number 2. And filament number 2 is apparently also from Filament.ca. Oh, the odds of that one. Okay, so this is actually recycled filament. Apparently they have a premium filament. I think it's called like 404 or 444D or something like that. But they apparently have a recycled version of it, which is basically priced similar to their Econo stuff because it's a mix of colors. So if I open this up, there we go. What color are we gonna get? So the color, from what they said, it's like a brown or like a black or something like that. So we'll see what we end up getting here. And ooh, that actually is kind of nice. So I'm gonna see how this ends up printing, but initially I'm gonna say this is like a bluish gray, like a blue-gray color. Like there's a little tinge of maybe a little green on it a little bit as I rotate it, so like a bluish green, but like really dark. So it's not quite black, but it's like a really dark gray, maybe blue-green tinge in it. So that actually looks pretty cool. Maybe like gunmetal. I'm gonna call this gunmetal gray. Somebody's gonna get upset at me for that, but whatever. But yeah, no, it actually looks really good. Like I'm actually impressed. This is a nice color. I don't know if it's the same color all the way through the spool or if there's a variation as you go through it, but yeah, no, I'm really happy with that because that's actually going to work well for what I'm printing. And the reason I got this is because I wanted to make the hobby a little bit more environmentally friendly, but also when I was like, well, if I want to print some stuff as like prototype, etc., I didn't want to have to use up plastic colors that I really enjoy using and have a specific use, especially if I'm doing like internal prototyping, because that stuff tends to get tossed into my recycle bin that at some point I'm going to see if I can like melt that plastic down or use it for something else. So having already recycled plastic makes me feel just a little bit not so bad. But yeah, so this is like a gunmetal gray. That's what I'm going to call it. We'll see how it prints in a later video. But yes, that's actually far more impressive than I thought it was going to be. I was worried I was going to get something that looked like poo. So, there we go. Thank you, Filaments.ca, for that actually what looks like a cool color. Alright, what else we got in the box? Oh, let's grab a box that's now brown. All right, so we have this brown here, and 1 second, there we go. And this is a Ninjatech, and it's actually the Ninjaflex TPU. And this is the reason I went with Filaments.ca for my Black Friday purchase, because I wanted to try TPU, and almost everyone I talked to said, try Ninjaflex first. It works really well, and they are the exclusive sellers of Ninjaflex in Canada. So, and I got this, and oh yeah, that looks nice. So I went with yellow. I know they had a deal on the website that gives you one Ninjaflex, one Armadillo, and a, what was the other one? A Cheetah, which is sort of like the 3 levels of TPU that they sell. But I was like, I really wanted a bright, cool color, so I went and just got the yellow here just by itself. Also, while it was $125, which is actually a really good price for 3 filaments, I definitely wanted to walk before I tried to run. It is only half a kilo of filament, but it's TPU, so there's a certain level of, you're not going to use it for a whole pile of different things. For me, mainly I'm using it for parts where I need a little bit of extra flexibility. So this should last me a long, long time, and I'm really happy with this. That actually is a nice yellow. I like that. I should be more excited about that yellow, but I already knew what it was going to look like because I saw it on the internet. All right, so what else do we got here? Let's go for the... Oh, now that there's less in the box, it's being a little bit more mobile. Oh, it's going to be really mobile. It's going to stay up. There we go. Awesome. Okay, so this one here, it says Hello3D on it. And this was sort of my premium buy. I say premium buy, the Ninjaflex is more expensive. But yeah, no, this is supposed to be like really good PLA. I think it's PLA. Yes, it's the PLA. And this here, and it's really hard to show you because they wrap it half in tinfoil. Let's see if I can get it close to the camera. Oh, there you go. Awesome. So this here is their fluorescent red. So it's like a really bright red, and I got this to go with the green. And yeah, I was like, I wanted to try this brand out, and I needed a red, so I had a couple options. They had a couple reds, and I was like, this one on the computer screen looked the nicest. And it actually looks here in person really nice. So I'm going to be really happy to try this out. And I got this because I needed the red for the green, but also I have another project I'm going to be doing for another creator where I needed the red. So there you go. Gives you sort of a preview of what to expect in terms of red. All right, so that leaves us with the last but not least filament number 5. And this here is, oh wow, this is... Okay, this is Proto-pasta or pata? No, Proto-pasta. And this guy here is a blue, and it's not going to show up on the camera. I can get maybe a little closer again, but it's not really going to show to the same extent as I would like. But basically, this is called, I think it's called Christmas Glitter Blue. It actually has glitter in it, and I can see it here when I look at it, that there is glitter in here, or at least it's got like shiny parts and not so shiny parts, so I'm gonna call that glitter. And the reason I picked this guy up is because I wanted to do some Christmas ornaments, and I saw that Loyal Moses on Twitter was doing this, and he's actually giving them away. So if you are interested in getting one, and you're in, like, I think he's doing it worldwide, but I'm up here in Canada, so there's no way that shipping was ever gonna get up here in time. And I wanted to try it myself, so I got my own filament. But if you do want one, basically check the description below. I will link it to his page. I think you have to pay for shipping, but I think they're like it's like a little Christmas star kind of thing, so they're just mailing it out. So I think it's like $1 or $2 for whatever US mail is for a letter. And basically they will send you a free one. I'm assuming that there's probably an end date closer to now than later, so definitely check that out. But yeah, so I ended up getting this Proto-pasta. I'm going to do this for some Christmas ornaments and stuff that I'm going to be printing for here and also for a Reddit gift because I did sign up for that. So I want to see if I can magically make this work. And yeah, so this one here comes in a... Oh, right, this... I'm forgetting. This is the high temperature PLA. I have no idea what high temperature PLA is going to do. Apparently it prints between 195 and 225 degrees Celsius. And then there's apparently a heat treat process at 110 degrees Celsius, or in case you want to, 230 degrees Fahrenheit. So there's a whole, I think this is a list of instructions on the back on how to do that. But this is designed to be like not the normal PLA that melts at slightly elevated temperatures. This stuff will handle a lot better. And I had a joke for that, which was I'm going to print some snowflakes that aren't going to melt. Ha ha ha! Worst joke in the world. Anyhow, so that's this guy here. And what else we got? Oh, right. I was going to show you these things. So each of them comes with a box and they have different types of wrappings and stuff. But Filament.ca actually sent along these bags with some desiccant in them for each of the filaments. So 5 filaments, 5 bags, and I think there's 5 pieces of desiccant in there. So that is actually really nice. And these are obviously reusable bags, so that's going to be good. And they're actually quite large. I might be able to actually fit 2 spools in there, especially the smaller spools I got from Arion for the sample pack because they're like half a kilo spool each. I could probably stick 2, if not all 3 of them in one of these bags, which would be great because I've been having them sitting out because I've been actually printing with them quite a bit. And I worry at a certain point moisture might end up getting into them because I think they've been open for 3-4 months now, and I've just been keeping them in the room. Yeah, I really need to improve my filament care. Anyhow, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please give it a thumbs up, and if you do have any questions or know what temperatures these things might be optimally printed at, I will be doing a temperature tower for each of them, but any information you can give me is always appreciated. And yes, wish me luck with that TPU. It's going to be exciting, it's going to be fun, and it's probably going to be a giant mess, but I do have a direct drive printer I got specifically to print TPU. So I'm looking at it right now going like, please, 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 please work. That's all for me. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing this Christmas hat, because I'm doing Vlogmas 2020. And yeah, this is one of the videos for that. So it gives you a bit of a behind the scenes look at my shopping habits. Fill the cart, get free shipping. But yes, so that's it for me. And I hope you have a good day. And yes, looking forward to seeing what I'm going to print with this stuff because I have plans.